India's state collectively spend nearly rupee 2.4 lakh crore annually on electricity subsidies, primarily for agriculture and domestic consumers. The union government is increasingly repositioning its flagship solar scheme not merely as clean energy initiative but as fiscal reform tool aimed at gradually eliminating this subsidy burden. With India's installed power capacity reaching 535 gigawatt March 2026, including about 150 gigawatt solar and 54% from non-fossil sources, solarization is emerging as a key instrument in both energy transition and public finance restructuring, reframing solar city from climate to fiscal strategy. Programs like PM Kusum for agriculture and PM Surya Ghar for household are now being framed as mechanism to replace subsidized grid electricity with low-cost solar power, reduce states' recurring subsidy outgo. Over time, solarization could eliminate cross-subsidy burdens, especially those borne by industrial and commercial users. Key schemes driving the transition. PM Kusum Agricultural Solarization focus solarization of agricultural feeders and installation of stand-alone solar pumps. Impact reduces dependence on expensive grid power and diesel pumps, enables decentralized solar generation near substation. Case study Maharashtra model Mukhyamantri Saur Krishi Vahini Yojana launched in 2017 for installing decentralized solar plants of 2 to 10 megawatt capacity within a 5 kilometer radius of agriculture dominated substations. Outcomes reduction in cross subsidy charges, ability to lower tariffs for consumers, and replacement of diesel pumps with solar pumps. MSKVY 2.0 target 16 gigawatt far exceeds central financial assistance under PM Kusum 4.5 gigawatt. PM Surya Ghar rooftop solar for household. Conventional model demand driven with about 35 lakh household covered. However, poor household with free or subsidized electricity lack incentive to adopt solar. Utility-led aggregation ULA model. Utility install rooftop solar either through own capital or renewable energy service company model. Benefits: zero upfront cost for consumers. States save on domestic subsidy expenditure. Coverage approved in states like Assam, Odisha, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh. Target 30 lakh installation through ULA and another 35 lakh through the normal mode, bringing the total to approximately 1 crore by March 2027. The Surya Ghar scheme's headline target: institutional and policy challenges, fragmented governance. The Union Ministry of New and Renewable Energy lacks administrative authority under the Electricity Act 2003 and the Energy Conservation Act 2001 over India's renewable energy sector. Domestic manufacturing versus cost efficiency. The ALMM approved a list of models and manufacturers mandates use of domestic solar equipment in government-backed projects to promote Atmanirbhar Bharat in solar manufacturing. However, domestic equipment is costlier and in limited supply, and states may prefer cheaper imports, example Chinese solar cells, potentially undermining domestic industry. Behavioral and structural constraint. Poor households lack economic incentive to solar, vendors face supply constraints and cost pressures, and states vary in fiscal capacity and political willingness. Way forward: policy and institutional reforms. The MNRE should be recognized as the central government in all matters pertaining to renewables under the Electricity Act 2003. Strengthen coordination between the MNRE, Ministry of Power, and the state DISCOMs. Scaling innovative models. Expand ULA for inclusive solar adoption. Replicate Maharashtra decentralized solar feeder model across states. Balancing domestic manufacturing and affordability. Rationalize ALMM norms to ensure availability and affordability of domestic equipment. Provide incentives for domestic manufacturing scale-up and technology upgrades. Fiscal incentivization for states. Link central assistance to reduction in subsidy burden, adoption of solarization models. Conclusion: India's solar push is undergoing a strategic shift from a climate-centric narrative to a fiscal sustainability framework. By leveraging schemes like PM Kusum and PM Surya Ghar, the center aims to transform recurring subsidy liabilities into capital investment in clean energy. However, success hinges on resolving institutional fragmentation, manufacturing constraints, and behavioral barriers. If effectively scaled, Solarization could become a cornerstone of both India's energy transition and fiscal federalism reform.